You're tuned into Sports from the Hoodwood, the internet's foremost location for no-nonsense commentary, insight, and opinions on the world of sports. Here, now, live and living color, backed by popular demand, your host, KJ Green.
Rolling in this second part of Sports from the Hoodwood, I'm KJ Green. Greetings and salutations to you, wherever you are. Hope you're haven't blown any kind of fingers off popping fireworks or anything like that. I've been watching the World Cup with a bit of detached interest, not like some mad people who are just watching every game, every match. No, I'm picking it up, making sure I keep abreast on who's in it. The World Cup is now in the quarterfinals. There are just 8 teams left. And excused from the proceedings are heavyweights like Spain, Mexico, Argentina, and defending champ Germany. The latter not even making it out of the group stage after a stunning 2-0 loss to South Korea that got Mexico through to the knockout round. Now, the team that I picked to win, Belgium, is just hanging on by the skin of their teeth after they rallied from 2 goals down in the second half to knock off a spunky Japanese squad 3-2. Nippons gave the Belgians all they could handle and more. They were playing a speedy attacking style that just seemed to bother the Belgian squad immensely. The only problem with the 2-0 lead, most teams are willing to sit on that lead and play keep away. But the Japanese continued to press, and the Belgians were able to effectively counter and climb back into the game, then level the score, then take the lead on a bad turnover by the Japanese that led to the eventual winner. Now, the Belgian team, as I stated before, is my sleeper pick to win the World Cup, but they have a formidable quarterfinal foe in front of them in Brazil. Now, that's a team that's loaded for bear. This team looks light years, and I mean polar opposite, away from the team, the 2014 squad that just flat out embarrassed themselves in hosting the World Cup in 2014. They had everything set up for a victory parade. I mean, home field, great draw, waltzing through their group stage, getting to the knockout stage, winning in the round of 16 and in the quarters. And then they got against Germany. And when they got against Germany, 7-0. To this day, 4 years later, I still can't get over how badly the Germans just destroyed the Brazilians on their home turf in front of their own fans. Germany beat Brazil like they stole something. Now, in the consolation round, you figure make up for it. At least finish a strong third and at least send the home fans happy. Say it was a fluke game, that everything just lined up wrong, and they would win that game in the consolation. Wrong again. They lose the consolation game by a score of 3-0 to the Netherlands and finish 4th, not even winning a game in the semifinal or consolation round. But this team is, as I said before, light years away from that squad. They've been playing more of an attacking style. They're just fun to watch. They're playing, as they like to say, the beautiful game. Their passes are crisp. Their attack is on point. Their goalkeeping is phenomenal. And it isn't just one player that's looking. I mean, they're not looking at players like Neymar or I'm just looking at all the different players that were on their squad. They're not looking at one player to carry. No, instead, it's a wide group of players that are coming up strong and a wide group of players that have been carrying the team. This Brazilian team, Neymar, Paulino, I always mispronounce those names though, have just been stellar. And the Brazilian team has not lost a game. They've had one draw in the entire World Cup. And they are smoking. The Belgian team hadn't trailed until they trailed 2-0 to Japan in the round of 16. But they've shown gumption and they can play from behind. But I'm going to tell you this right now. If the Belgians play like they did in the first 60 minutes against Japan, if they play like that against Brazil, they'll be down 3 or 4-0. Easy. This is not a team that you can sleep on. This Brazilian team is good. Very good. And though I don't trust the Brazilian team to get anywhere past the quarters or the semis, right now they're playing on point. Now, a team that's dreaming of their first World Cup since 1966 is England. They too have made it through the group stage, and they too face a good Swedish team after outdueling Colombia in extra time and penalty kicks. And the English fans think this is their year, their best chance to win the World Cup. Me, myself, I have no faith in the Lions. Zero. None. I don't trust them. I think that their plotting style will sooner or later come back and bite them in the butt. The English have this mentality that they're soccer royalty and that they should be in the World Cup finale every quadrennial. The problem is that other than that 1966 win, the English have never been in the World Cup final. Ever. When I was researching this part of the show, and I looked up, I'm thinking, okay, the English may have lost a couple of finals and this, and that. No. They've never been there. They've been to the final one time, 1966 win. Oh, my goodness. They were hosting the World Cup and were playing in front of our hometown fans in Wembley. Imagine that. Other than that, they've never been to the World Cup final, ever. Now, the English have a decent, scrappy team, but I think, like usual, the English's plotting style will get in their own way and they will fall apart. Now, I think that the Russian team, who is a host, may get all the way to the finals. They're playing on home soil and have a very, very easy path through the knockout round. Why do I keep getting the feeling it's going to be Brazil and Russia in the final? That would be must-see TV. That is something I would love to see. We'll take another time out and take a look at this week's Fat Dap and Head Slap on Sports from the Hoodwood. Stay close.